Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be painting on this tape roll, and I've painted on a tape roll before on my channel, so this is a part 2 to painting on a tape roll. And right now I'm just going ahead and taking the tape out of the tape roll to make it easier to paint on, so I could like separate the pieces and not have to worry about that. And then I went ahead and took out the piece of paper as well. And usually when I paint on the tape rolls, I paint on the outside. I guess I could paint on the inside, but I need to do a base of white first. So in order for me to do that, I have to do it on the outside, if that makes sense. So that the paint colors could show. So I'm just putting white paint into my paint palette, and as you can see, it's kind of not sticking as well because it's a tape roll, not like a piece of paper or like wood or anything. So that's why I do a white coat first, just kind of like as a base coat. So now I have both sides done, and I do a couple coats of this white, but then I move on to like this light blue color, and I'm actually making this tape roll for my brother, so everything here is kind of his idea or like his choice. So I asked him what the base coat or like the background color he wanted to be, and he chose this kind of light blue color. But I was thinking of like different things I could do with the tape roll, like different themes like fruits, school, and then I thought like maybe summer themed because it's summer, and he said sure. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of different like summery things. Yeah. So because I'm gonna do a bunch of little things, I'm gonna need to use my dotting tool. And I got these at Michael's, of course, and they came together, and there's 4 different sizes. I'm sure you guys seen me use these before, just because I always use them. But I'm first starting off with drawing a sun, and I don't really know if I like how I did it because it kind of looks like a star. Yeah. Doesn't really look like a sun too much, but it's okay, it's something different. Now I have a palette of white, brown, and pink, with the yellow that I used for the sun, and with those colors, I'm using them to make an ice cream cone with some ice cream on top. So the white was the vanilla, the brown was the chocolate, and the pink was the strawberry, and yeah, just like the 3 scoops of ice cream on top of a cone. And then up here, I'm trying to do a video game controller because, you know, in the summer you play a lot of video games, watch TV, all that stuff. So I'm waiting for that to dry. I'm not done with that yet, but I'm moving on to a cup of lemonade. And yeah, I don't know, usually like you sit back and relax and drink like a nice cool drink because it's hot. Well, it's hot where I live, but maybe not where you guys live. But down here I'm drawing a palm tree, and it's not going that well, so I decided to like wipe it up, like to make it smooth again, and then I'm gonna go back over it with the blue paint again. So I'm finishing up the gaming controller now. And then here I'm going back over the palm tree. Okay, as I wait for that side to dry, I'm gonna move on to the next side of the tape roll, and it's not gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be a bunch of different things on this side as well. So I'm starting off this side with some flip-flops or sandals, but I moved back to this side because it dried, and I'm gonna do something different down here instead of the palm trees. Okay, so I decided to draw surfboards. And like that brown part on the bottom is like the sand, and then there's a blue and purple surfboard. Back to this side of the tape roll, I drew a beach ball, and then now I'm drawing a starfish on the bottom right hand. And as I wait for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and draw a pineapple, of course. I love drawing pineapples. As you guys know by now, I have like so many videos on pineapples. Okay, so now right here, I'm drawing, I think it's called it's like one of those like lifesaver things that you throw into the ocean to save people. I forgot what it's called, but if you guys know, comment in the discussion tab. But now I'm drawing sunglasses, and then back to this side again, and there's an empty space kind of like in the middle there, the bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw a bucket of sand, because why not? Okay, now I kind of wanted to do some stuff that's like in the middle, or like that's kind of connecting both of the both sides of the tape roll, and I decided to do the palm trees up here, and this time they turned out way better, and I added some of the sand on the bottom, and I'm just fixing some of the other things up. Okay, so now we're back to like where they meet, and I'm drawing another type of, or like a type of popsicle, and it's gonna be like a fudge one, like the chocolate fudge one, you know, like where it drips. I don't know if that makes sense with the popsicle, because usually it's like ice cream, but I thought it would be okay. So now I'm drawing this hat, and it's kind of just another thing to connect the two tape rolls, and it's just like a summery kind of hat, like a bucket hat. I actually decided to do this because my mom, she's been looking at bucket hats lately, and yeah. So after I finished all the touch-ups and the details, I went ahead and Mod Podged both of the sides separately so that they won't stick together permanently, because the Mod Podge is pretty sticky. I think it's just the one that we have. But I Mod Podged the tape rolls so that it won't like chip or lose the paint. Yeah, it just protects it. Here is how the tape roll turned out. I had a fun time making it, and I love using the dotting tool. Hopefully you guys like it as well. Make sure to comment through the discussion tab through my channel page which one you guys like better, either this one or the part 1, and I'll link that video down below if you guys haven't seen it already. But make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.